So, I recently turned 27 a few days ago, and I was just really reflecting back and thinking how these 27 years of my life passed. Because I was someone that used to think that I would never grow up. I feel like my elementary school time was the longest. So now seeing that I'm already 27 years old is just doing something in me. And I thought about all the things that I've deeply regretted doing these past few years. And now that's not to say that I beat myself over it. No, I don't. I have forgiven myself, and there are still things that I'm learning. Yeah. So, yeah, basically, these are the mistakes, the prominent mistakes that I have done in these past 27 years of my life. And going back in time, I would definitely not want to do it. So, yes, starting off strong with for not having strong boundaries. This is something, I'm gonna tell you, I deeply regret because it landed me in situations I would not wish upon my enemies. Yeah, it landed me in very dark places and made me see faces that I wouldn't have seen otherwise if I had strong boundaries. Because it's kind of like that experiment. Like, I feel like it was a German experiment where there was this girl standing and she just kept all the supplies and everything beside her, like all the weapons and everything, and she just said it was an experiment, and she told everyone to like do whatever they wished to do with her. And at the start, they kissed her, they patted her, they hugged her, and it just kept getting more worse until the experiment was like finished, when someone just took like bought a gun or something. Yeah, it was that scary. They unclothed her. She was just standing in her undies. So that's, I feel like, our people. You never know what someone has, like what someone intends for you. So, because I did not have strong boundaries, and I really struggled to hurt people and their feelings. Yeah, I saw things that I could have avoided seeing if I had strong boundaries. So, the thing is, have strong boundaries. It's really important. Yeah, fuck everyone, just have strong boundaries. If there's something that you don't like, if something that you don't like, basically just say it. Just put people in their place. Yeah. Secondly, not listening to my gut. I have not heard or met one single person that has ever told me that I did not listen to my gut and not regret it. The same goes for me. Yeah. There is not one single time in my life where I did not listen to my gut and not regret it. Your gut is literally your best friend. All the people that I kept in my space far longer than they deserved, I had gut feelings really strong about those people, but I just ignored because there was no logic to it. It's only later that I realized, oh, it could have been avoided. Yeah. So listen to your gut more. And it's literally your best friend. It's literally your best survival tool. Not even your hands, I would say, not even your mind, not even your eyes. I would say your gut is your best survival tool. It's just instilled by God in you to make you escape from things that your logic cannot do. Listen to your gut. Third, prioritizing those who prioritize ego. Okay, that was a mouthful, but you got the idea. One of the biggest mistakes in my life I have done is prioritizing those that have prioritized their ego, because it's a recipe for disaster. Yeah? Any argument and they just kick you to the curb. Any argument or anything that they don't like, they have no bottom line. People can do whatever it takes to protect their ego. They can even kill someone if it means they can protect their ego. So you never really know how sinister someone can get just to protect their ego. And I realized that way later because I did not have strong boundaries. I was scared to hurt people. So it was really easy to manipulate me. It was really easy to like disrespect me, because at the end of the day my priorities just were not good. Yeah, not everyone deserves to be on your priority list at the top of it. Yeah, some people just don't deserve to be on the list at all. I realized that way later. You know what, it's okay, I have forgiven myself. So don't prioritize those people who prioritize their ego. If you see someone that their ego is more important to them than the relationship, just distance yourself from these people. Suppressing my emotions. Yeah. When I was young, things weren't going really well at home, in school, and everything, and I learned to suppress my emotions just to maintain the peace. And suppressing your emotions means, the next point is self-harm. So yeah, these two I feel like in my life went side by side, because if you suppress your emotions too much, it just comes out in weird ways. And for me, it came out in self-harm and being extremely judgmental and extremely critical of myself. So do not suppress your emotions. Crying is not weakness. It's okay if there are people that minimize your emotions. You don't have to cry in front of them, but that doesn't mean that you don't cry at all. Yeah, it's not pathetic to cry. It's actually the biggest blessing from God, because to release your emotion, because if you don't release your emotions this way, it'll come out in some other way. Don't suppress your anger. You can channel it in a positive way, but at least take it out. Yeah, take it out. Don't keep it in, because it's not gonna do you any good, for that matter. Because for me, people like have really severe health issues. I'm not even kidding. Like it's so scary to suppress your emotions. Don't do that. If someone deserves to be called out on their bullshit, do that. You can do it in a civil way, but that doesn't mean that you don't do it at all. And if you're scared of your own anger, I don't know, take anger management classes, or just learn to channel your anger in a good way, but just do it. If it's sadness, if it's anger, whatever it is, don't suppress your emotions. Don't people please when everything seems so shitty. Just leave that place. Listen to yourself more is what I'm trying to say, yeah? The next point, yeah, self-harm. Is self-harm because... Is it news though? If you suppress your emotions, if you are a doormat, how is it that you don't feel anything? Yeah, how is it that you do not get depressed? How is it? Not possible. So yeah, I developed this habit because I thought that it's the lesser of two evils. Instead of hurting another person, because I did not know how to channel what I was feeling in me. And I never used to do it out of grief. I used to do it out of anger, because I did not know how to channel my anger. And I would get so angry, but I was just so used to suppressing it that I would just rather hurt myself than hurt another person. Not good. I have stopped that. Like, I rejected that habit out of my system long ago. I ain't no way gonna hurt myself. Now, to be honest, I have zero rage in my body. Yeah, I don't really get angry, to be honest. Even at that time, because I would not say what was intended at that time. That's why I used to get this angry. It's not healthy. Take it out, fart it out, I don't know, whatever, just take it out of your body. So when did I stop doing that? There was this one instance where I was super angry at someone, and because they did me really wrong, and I had discolored my hand because I was just scratching it, and I did not even know that I was doing it. So this whole area was like discolored from nail marks. And my family saw it, and they were like, what the fuck did you just do to yourself? And I was like, I was so angry. I was so angry, and I was just crying and crying and crying in anger. So they told me, like, what you're doing to yourself is like, this is not what you did to yourself, it's what that person did to you. It's not what you did to yourself, because that person hurted you first emotionally and then physically. So I was like, no, this is what I did to myself. And I was just so emotionally charged. So they were like, no, this is what you did to yourself, and you're hurting your own body in the process. It's like they hurted you like double. So that kind of clicked in me, and I was like, yeah, why the fuck am I hurting myself? Why am I doing that? I don't deserve this. Yeah. I stopped. Now what did I do next? I start now is it that I start to cry when I feel hurt, when I feel anger. And honestly, it is such a beautiful way I feel to let out your emotions, because I feel so light and bright and fluffy after that. So yeah, cry it out. It's really therapeutic, really amazing, and it's not like it makes you weak, it makes you a human. Yeah, I used to suppress my emotions so much that I would not even cry at funerals. I would just not cry. A year would pass by and I would not cry. I was just that stoic. Now I'm just a fluff ball. Yeah, I feel like God has softened me so much. I just don't. I cannot relate with that person, with that girl. Yeah, you can say that. Okay, what's next? Staying in places I've outgrown. Yeah, this actually happened after I started my professional life, and after I started to go out in the real world. I stayed in places that I had outgrown, stayed with, I had a hard time cutting people off that I had outgrown. And I felt that, I felt kind of guilty about it. But I knew that these people are not good for my mental health. These people are not good for me as a person. And I was having a hard time cutting them off, so God cut them out from my life, and I'm so grateful for that. So basically, your soul starts to shrink when you stay in places that you have outgrown. You do things that are unlike you, and it's just a constant tug at your soul to follow your intuition and follow what your heart desires and get out of that place. But you're just stuck because of fear, because of anxiety, because of like whatever people's feelings. Fuck that. Do what's good for you and your soul. So I realized that I did not have to do that with myself. I did not have to waste so much time. I did not have to do that. Yeah? Another lesson. Not taking care of my teeth. Okay, this is a big one. One of the biggest regrets I have is not taking care of my teeth early on, because when you're depressed, I don't know, for some reason, brushing your teeth or taking care of your teeth just seems like one of the hardest tasks. I don't know why is that. I don't know, but it is. So what happens is that when depression, what I think now, depression hits your teeth the hardest. And as a result, of course, your teeth starts to have cavities, and there's root canals, and then there's extraction and this and that, and just discoloration and chips and everything. So yeah, it's a mess. Even today I have an appointment with my dentist because of like the infection that kind of reached my jaw, and I feel like, I mean, I don't know, that there might be a cyst, jaw cyst, I don't know, but yeah, it's a mess. Yeah, it's a mess. I had my teeth extracted. Another that I have to have a root canal on, and yeah, it's just take care of your teeth. If there's anyone watching this that has a hard time taking care of their teeth, even if this is one thing that you do the whole day, just do it. Just take care of your teeth, because unlike your skin, your teeth, if there's any damage on your teeth, it's not reversible. So take care of that. Being stingy with myself. Okay. Being stingy with myself. I have learned a really good lesson in that. I have wasted so much time in my life to be stingy with myself and not take care of what I want to take care of. I would buy clothes, they would be sitting in the closet for good occasions. Why? Just wear them and get over it. I would buy cute erasers. As I told you, I don't know, in my previous videos, that I used to have an obsession of collecting erasers, and I really later realized that all those erasers were just sitting in my closet and I never even used them. And now that I've outgrown them, I just give it away to other children in my family. Yeah, I never got to use all those pretty things that I bought with that. Yeah, don't be stingy with yourself. I did not used to take care of my health or my skin because all of these things cost money, and I was really stingy growing up in poverty, or I wouldn't say poverty, but yeah, you could say that, like limited financial means. It just wrecks your brain. So I had that stinginess with myself. To other people I would give, to my family I would give, but for myself, you just think so much. Now I'm just really not like that. Things that I want, I will buy it. If there's anything I need or want, I will buy it. I do not care anymore. There is so much more to this life than money and living in survival mode. I wasted so much of my time and so much of my health and things that I could have things days that I could have enjoyed, I did not. The age that I could have enjoyed, I did not. Yeah, I did not do all of these things. So I do have a regret of that. So now, I feel like as a compensation, I do feel like now I tend to splurge on myself and not think too much about it. Yeah, because the money that you're trying to save, I saw it happen over and over again, that it'll just go to some other thing. If not on your thing, it'll just be used anyway in some other way. But you're just there with all your desires and your needs, and you're just there. Why? Use it. Use it. Worrying too much about the future and not spending that time well. I wasted years always worrying about the future, not spending time with my family or my friends, because I was always so deep in work, always so deep in bullshit in my head, that I just wasted all those years crying and grieving and worrying, and made a mess out of my own personality and my health. I developed PMDD because of it, because I was just so stressed out all the time. I started to overeat. Like, it's a mess. Don't do that with yourself. Now I feel like my present is the most important thing in this universe. And now learning to be in the present, words cannot describe how content I am with my life, honestly. Yeah, there are dreams, there are career things that I want to pursue and all these things, but even if I am to die today, I would have zero regrets. After learning to be in the present and appreciating what I have and being grateful for what I have, all I can say is just words cannot describe how content I am with my life. Yeah. So staying in the present is really important, enjoying whatever you have, whoever you have at the moment, your family, your friends, just have a quality time with them. Everything turns out to be okay. It's all right. Things just turn out to be okay. Don't stress about it too much. Just be in the present. If you have a hard time being in the present, meditate. I don't know, do whatever. I don't know. I don't care. Do whatever. Learn to stay in the present. Really important. Don't worry about the future. It's not worth it. It's not worth it. What's next? It's a bit of a long video because, hey, it's 27 years of life. It's almost like, what, 3 decades. Of course, I must have done a lot of stupid shit. So, believing that I'm not worthy. Yeah. And why is it something that I regret? Because when you believe that you're not worthy of something, you take actions according to that. You miss opportunities. You don't dare to ask for more. You make your life more hard than necessary. And you just have a constant nagging in your head that you are not deserving of things, and it just makes your life hell. Yeah. So when you think that you don't deserve good things, when you think you don't deserve good people, when you think you don't deserve to have nice things and nice opportunities and everything, you start to act in a way that's just not good for you. Yeah. And it just dims your life so much. It makes you hopeless. It just wrecks everything. And some other people might say it to you, but that doesn't mean that you have to internalize it. Yeah. I feel like I was my biggest critic. Like, biggest critic. And I did not have to do that. I did not have to live life so miserably. I did not have to think so lowly of myself. I did not have to internalize what other people said about me, or how they looked at me and how they perceived me. I did not have to overthink on all this bullshit. I did not have to do that. I don't Yeah, you don't have to do that. Yeah, I realized that I'm deserving of everything good. And all souls are. And I realized that my life, I'm the main character in my life. Yeah? And when you are the main character, you deserve good things in your life. And other people also are main character in their lives, but that's not your concern. Your concern is with your life. And I realized that I can dare to ask God of good things and of love for myself. I can do that. I can do that. And life is so good. Life is so good. I cannot describe how good life is after that. I baby myself so much. Yeah. It doesn't matter if other people do that. You gotta do it to yourself. Listening to people and taking advice from people whose life I do not want. A big mistake we all make, and that leads us to living a life that we never wanted. Seriously, it's such a big mistake. I should have I think listed on the top, but I usually listen to myself, honestly. But yeah, there are times when I listen to other people or took advice from people whose life I did not wanted, and while I still took the step that I wanted, life became so miserable because I saw myself from their lenses. Yeah, I did not listen to my gut because I thought, hey, they're older than me, so they must have some logic in their words, and they must know what they're talking about. People don't know shit. Yeah, people don't know shit. We all are trying to navigate this world and this life, and I realized that no one knows shit. We're just trying to survive. And life did not have to be so miserable, but hey, I did not know better. I did not know better. Now I do not take advice from people whose life I do not want, at least in that matter. So abandoning myself for others, it's kind of like to having not it's different. Not having strong boundaries is one thing. Abandoning myself for others is a different thing. In this area, I'm talking about taking care of other people too much to the point of burning myself out. I knew that I could say no, but I would go out of my way to take care of people and get burned out in the process. Because when you are overexerting yourself, you don't have time for yourself. You start to abandon yourself and your needs and your wants and your desires and everything because you want to take care of other people. I realized that if I don't take care of myself, I cannot take care of anyone. Anyone at all. Love, care, all starts from here. From me, from within. So, what I did, I come first now. Because now I've seen my life improve 10x, and the people around me are also much more content because they see me as a person and not someone that's just always there. Yeah. And it has improved my quality of life so much. Start taking care of yourself. Don't abandon yourself for others. Care is one thing, being kind is one thing, treating yourself like a doormat is another. Learn the difference. Yeah. And finally, giving way too much benefit of the doubt. I hate this shit so much now. I gave way too much benefit of the doubt that landed me in really, really dark places. Yeah. I give a lot of benefit of the doubt to people that I did not have to. Suffered so much that I did not have to. Going back in time, I would never do that. I would never do that. Don't give benefit of the doubt so much. People know what they're doing, especially as adults. I used to think, oh, they're fools, they don't know what they're doing. Newsflash, they know what they're doing. As adults, there are choices people make. There are decisions. They are not just, oh, it happened. Sometimes you can just see it happen. But once you start to see a fucking pattern, you just know that it's not just happened. It's a decision they take on a daily basis to be a certain way. And giving benefit of the doubt too much means that you don't respect yourself. You don't you're disrespecting your senses, your gut feeling, your mind, your eyes, your insight, like your intellect, over and over again. So say it. If you have, like, I saw one thing, that if I have resentment building in me, I will just say it. What will happen? They'll either clear whatever the misunderstanding was, or they'll just get cut off from my life, by being offended or whatever. But I just need to let it out. If I see some weird shit, I will just say it. Don't give people benefit of the doubt. Most of the time, they know what they're doing. So yeah, I think it's pretty long video already, but hey, it's 27 years of life condensed into one video. All the mistakes, the major ones that I regret. Going back in time, I would never do it. So yeah, long journey. There's just so much ahead, but currently I feel like I'm born again. I feel light. I feel so fluffy. I feel so content in my life. Thank God. I'm happy where I am, honestly. So yep, that is it for this video. Catch you guys in the video. Bye bye.